Alright, howdy folks. I promised you, I got all of the Christmas ships. I think there's still technically time to get all of them. If you didn't already, I think the crates were, there's been much to do about the crates. They're maybe not as good as they have been in years past, but, you know, whatever. A lot of people got ships, so I did manage to pick up the Incomparable. This is my first match in it. I did play. I can't. It was probably AI, so I hadn't even installed the modules yet. Hadn't finalized my build. I am running the Big Whack build. Ale Nelson with Arthas. I figured I've got it. I might as well. I don't know if I'm going to stick with Arthas. I might though. It's fun when it does work. It's fun. The Incomparable. So I mentioned, I've put up a bunch of Huron videos. That was like the Christmas miracle. This is the Christmas surprise. I wasn't interested in Incomparable at all. Like whatever. It's all about the big guns. Who cares about that? It's another six-gun battleship. I swore that I would never chase a six-gun battleship again. I've been burned too many times in the past. I really like this ship. I think a lot of it has to do with the stuff. I mean, they are talking about it now, but like, kind of goes under the radar. Like, its armor profile, the concealment, 11.9. I've seen a lot of people, there's a lot of buzz around like a full concealment build on this, either just with inspirations on a battleship commander or even running like Jellicoe or one of the destroyer commanders. Personally, I don't see it because, like, I still want to take shots like this on the Ohio. Literally, my first shot in an actual match in the Incomparable is a Citadel at max range. An Arthas-inspired Citadel at max range. You just can't get better than that. If the other one had been a full pin and I had ticked up to the reload buff on the epic mod, that would have made it just perfect. Or a Death Strike, but that's probably a little too much. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the stealth build. I get it. It is ridiculous by Ohio. It is ridiculous that a ship this big with guns this big can get the concealment that low. But for me, and again, I think this match kind of illustrates it. Is like, do you really need that? Like, and honestly, the 11.9 concealment is kind of perfect for me in this ship. You're going to outspot any battleship that you face. I mean, maybe like a Njord or Carl. Can they get that low with like a stealth build with the commander's torp build, something like that? Maybe. I don't even think they can get. They can get to below 11.9, but I don't think they can do the like 10.1. Sorry, I'm getting myself confused. Another Citadel. Thanks. Let me just start over. The 11.9 concealment with just a normal damage-focused accuracy build, I think is more than enough for a ship like this. You may not outspot every cruiser, but you're going to outspot some, and you're so close to spotting the others. If you pop out at 10.1 versus 11.9 versus the vast majority of cruisers in the game, does that actually make a difference? Like, I don't really know that it does. You're still going to be taking those long-range shots, exposing yourself to the firing penalty. Yeah, you're closer to your torp range, but like, are you really running this as a torp boat? I think that the torpedoes, they're 10-kilometer range. They're still mostly effective at 11.9. Like for me, I just really don't see the consistent benefit of concealment that low on a ship like this. Like, better concealment is nice. It's always nice. But honestly, like, a lot of times I don't really want to be engaging most cruisers at like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kilometers. Like, I want a little distance because then I can leverage my bigger, better guns. and hit them harder than they can hit me back. Once you start getting close in on legendary tier cruisers, like I play a lot of legendary tier cruisers, and when I think it's my Kronstadt match that I've got up, like, you know, bye Dalian, you end up broadside to a cruiser tier 8 or legendary tier, you know, things can turn around pretty quickly. Speaking of turning around pretty quickly, there's a Marceau in our base. So our team has kind of come up this way. Our destroyers have pushed into their base, but yeah, that's the problem. Um, we are we're I am way out of position. Most of our team is way out of position. We've got a few ships that can, but it's like, uh-oh, they're in trouble too. So we kind of just have to head back. I mean, this is a full risk. You know, this is all hands on deck. Oh yeah, the more so torpedoes the incomparable. We gotta go. Like, everyone has to head back to the base now, kind of no matter what you're doing, because if that Marceau caps the base, like, that's the game. You know, what else are you gonna do? So we just have to hope that we don't eat it on the way there. And I'm looking at enough stuff on the way, hoping that I can sneak through without getting shot in the side too much. Don't have a shot on Sevastopol. Yeah, we just gotta go. My engine boost is down, you know. One of the things the Incomparable has going for it is it's relatively fast. It's not the fastest ship in the game, but it's relatively fast, and it has an incredibly large turning circle, but the rudder is relatively decent partially because it is running rudder slot 2. I find that the handling is one of the things that I enjoy about it. It can't back up very quickly, but, you know, it's just a charge ahead, a take charge kind of ship. Here's where Arthas lets me down, because if I had a second accuracy inspiration, you know, maybe that goes a little bit differently. And there's several shots that I take on this Marceau that just do that, split right around him. That's a real bummer. If this was in a slightly different position, that easily could have cost us the match. So, well, does it? Maybe it does. I don't know. So yeah, I thought he might turn a little more, and then he's going to turn back in. We'll watch the shells on this one. I think this is, yeah, it's like, just right around it, 2 in a row. So that can be a real bummer. Incomparable pops up. The Incomparable has a very large citadel. It's got like slanted sides, but I don't think the angle is enough to really count as any kind of like turtleback or anything like that. It just, you know, it does give a little extra thickness, but honestly, mostly what it's going to do is provide a flat face for any kind of anything that's approaching plunging fire. So I actually think it might even be worse than a flat side, but it just depends on the range. Maybe if you're at closer range. It doesn't as much. And then it's got relatively thick armor plating on the sides. The nose is squishy, but it's got a kind of a, it's not a full icebreaker, but like an underline on the in front of the turrets. It works relatively well. So it's not well armored, but maybe surprisingly well armored for what it is, and what the line has a reputation for. So, oof, lost a rear turret. Oh well. But yeah, I kind of like it overall. It's just whereas the Aki, I think, is one of the least interesting ships to play, just with the play style that it has, unless you're just, you know, if you just like big hits, sure, it does that, but actually moving around and playing, I don't know. The Incomparable has enough stuff going for it that I actually really enjoy it. These torpedoes, you saw me just check the heading on the red Incomparable with my torps. Yeah, I kind of like having the torps on this, and they're like 10 kilometers, 62 knots, kind of like more or less daring torpedoes. I think they are. They're not bad. Man, this match, watching this back, we got a lot of stuff to shoot. But again, here we're using, oh, I'm also running with scissors. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that. Oh, I couldn't get the torpedoes to launch. They like wouldn't listen to me. So we just kind of launched them because I'm gonna have to turn anyway. I'm running with scissors. I don't know if I'm going to keep that. I don't know how realistic it is to get into range to activate that enough. Here we just outrun the Marceau torps. Marceau does not have amazing torpedoes, and he actually sails right into one of ours. Marceau doesn't have amazing turning radius or rudder. It's very fast, and honestly, because of that, you could end up getting yourself into situations where like that, where it's like you, in a slower, more nimble destroyer, you could make the turn and kind of get around the torpedo, but you end up kind of like pushing yourself into the torpedo trajectory just because you're so fast, but you can't actually turn that quickly. So it's happened to me. Yeah, so we take out both of those with torpedoes, of all things. You're a regular channel viewer, you know that's not my strong suit. Land a little short on the Sevastopol there. You know, and there were just enough shots in this match that went a little wonky that I think I might drop Arthas, and I might drop running with scissors as well and see how much that impacts the handling, because there was another match that I burned. I don't think I have that one recorded. It was a decent match, but I don't think I have it recorded, where I burned out. I got dropped by a who, oh gosh, what is the Dutch legendary tier cruiser, triple fire. DCP was on cooldown because I had just brawled in Ohio and like had to repair my torpedoes, I think, maybe a turret, but I think just torpedoes, and it burned me down for, I was like 3/4 health, I think. It's just like the drop did a ton of damage, and then the triple fire just burned me down the rest. So take out that Sevastopol. Finally been shooting at him a lot. Oh, and then just the salvos on the Marceau, a couple of salvos on the Ohio and the Sevastopol. And it's just like, I don't know if the extra damage I'm picking up from Arthas is worth the drop in accuracy. And also, if I drop running with scissors, that'll improve the accuracy as well, actually. Now that I talk through that, I'm going to drop running with scissors first, play a few matches, and see if that's what I'm looking for. Again, putting those torpedoes into action, they're reloaded, we got something in range, we might as well drop them. I like having them. They have that kind of like fadeaway standoff potential, and the Shima is right there in it. I mean, if you've got them, you might as well launch them. Here, I'm low enough, there's enough stuff left. Oh yeah, there's another salvo that's not that impressive on the Nord. I'm trying to get a little bit of space and hopefully engage engage these ships one at a time, because it's a Conqueror and a Njord. They're gonna burn me down. They've both been shooting HE. I've wasted some of this heal. Again, literal first match, not familiar with how much of the health bar the heal is gonna bring back. I wasted some of that one, so that's definitely a mistake. And then also just knowing how this is going to play out. I should have just turned around. Like, it's time to turn around. We're late enough in the match. I kind of hoped that the destroyer that we have would help me out with one of them, but he ends up missing his torpedoes. I can't begrudge him that, because I've been in that position before. So yeah, I think we probably could have been turning in sooner. I'm turning left here, so I'm turning out. I should have just gone in on the Conqueror. This is a misplay. I was trying to buy time for, I believe that's a Menegumo, to get some damage. I think the Njord might be coming around the corner, so my thought process while doing this was, if I can head southwest, I can cut off the line of sight from the Njord. I won't be broadside to him or getting set on fire with him. Take the Conqueror out, and then turn right and catch the Njord as he comes around the corner. It's just not how it plays out. So that's a bummer. I don't think that's wildly unreasonable positioning, but yeah, kind of cost the match. Man, that's a bummer. I think I might have had a way to pull out a win in this one, but honestly, it may also have just ended with me sinking faster if I had gone in straight away. I think I should have just completed that turn and gone for it. It's a minute 30 seconds left. We don't have points. I'm still hoping that the Menegumo is gonna pull. Yeah, like he's getting the torps out, but it's just not gonna be enough. Like good whack on the Conqueror. I'm just like hoping for a Citadel, hoping for something. It just doesn't quite materialize. But I do enjoy this ship. I think it's a lot more fun than the Aki. I don't know if it's better. I think depending on it may be build dependent too. Like yeah, I'm running AL Nelson and Arthas again. I don't know that Arthas is the choice I'm going to stick with. We'll toy around with the build a little bit. Again, if you watch channel any, you know I like to toy around with the builds.
Problem solved, sir.
So that's one we'll have to mess around with. I'll let you guys know as I kind of settle into the ship if I still like it or if I just got lucky. I have played a few more matches than this, and I have enjoyed most of the matches I played. I've had a handful where I just got dumpstered, either through a mistake, or just like overwhelmed or whatever. But I think I've enjoyed every match that I played in the ship. And here, you know, the acceleration is just awful. The Njord is just hiding around that island. It's so close. Like, oh, this is such a bummer. If things had gone, just a little bit differently, yeah, like literally, if our destroyers had been able to stick in the cap just a little bit longer, if we had sunk the ships in our cap a little bit earlier, like this goes the other way. But honestly, I'll take the close matches sometimes. I don't know that this was like a quality match, but at least it was close and not a blowout. So, yeah, good intro. Kraken loss on the Incomparable. It's just like, it's classic. I think, yeah, let's see how long it takes out. But yeah, man, it is what it is. What are you going to do? I think I go show it. Yeah, this is just, I saved the screenshot, just the 0% 5 average destroyed warships. This is the second time that's happened to me. It happened to me first game Shinonome. I had a Kraken loss as well. But what are you gonna do? GG. I like Incomparable. It's my like second surprise win of the update. So GG.